Tyler and presents Railfanning in the Fall, Railfanning in the Fall, Season 4, Episode 4, Part 1, yeah! Alright everyone, this is Episode 4, Part 1 of Railfanning in the Fall, Season 4. If you haven't seen Episodes 1, 2, and 3 yet, then please go ahead and watch them. Where we left our last was at Princess Street after I caught Siang, Key 180 with BC Rail 4642 trailing second. And that's after the Heritage Road trip. Alright, let's kick things off, shall we? In this first part, I did some railfanning on Bibala Sub and I even made a trip to Perry Sound. How well did the trip went? Well, you have to wait and see. So we are kicking things off at the York Durham Line crossing in Sappho. Mile 44.78 on the Bibala subdivision. The overall fall scenery here is pretty beautiful. There's a lot of fall color around the tracks and even on the roads as well. Facing north to Sappho Road, we got a lot of fall color you can see here. A beautiful shot for southbounds. And facing south to Queensville Side Road, well, it's another beautiful shot you can see here. A great shot for northbounds. The good thing about coming here is that the road is closed, so basically there'll be no traffic coming by here. And this spot is pretty quiet too. You can really hear the nature here. Since the last time I was here, they actually replaced the crossing grade on the main track. I'm surprised they haven't done the siding yet. The downside about this spot is that you might get backlit if you're standing by the main track. But other than that though, this is a really nice spot, and I highly recommend that you come here before the road opens up. Otherwise, the road will be more busier now. And also be careful here. Some wasps actually built a nest on the crossing lights. I have no idea why they did that. I'm surprised they did in the first place because this spot can get noisy when a train goes by. But thankfully when I went, nothing flew in or out. So during this trip I caught 4 Sians. 2 southbounds and 2 northbounds. And this trip was taken on Tuesday, October 15th. Alright, let's get into them. So the first train I caught is Siang Q102. Going from Riverbanks, BC to Brampton. It was set by 2991. And for rear DPU at 3153. And that has 180 rail cars and 492 axles. The next train I caught is CN Z100. Going from Winnipeg to Montreal, and it did have to work at Brampton in the modal. It was led by XCVX 3926, where we also selling K5H horn. And trailing second is 2889. And that has 165 rail cars and 496 axles. The next train I caught is CN Q183. Going from Brampton to Prince Rupert, BC. It was led by 3280. And for mid-DPU is XCVX 3985. And that has 145 rail cars and 428 axles.
detector, Bala, 4, 7. No alarms. Temperature, 6. C. Total axles, 428. Speed, 34.
The next and final train that I caught here is CNQ185, going from Montreal to Prince Rupert, BC. It was led by 2855, and trailing second at 3322, an AC-44C6M rebuilt -9. It was originally 2621, and that has 177 rail cars and 500 axles.
Zephyr CN 185, mile board 45, multiple restrictions.
Detector, 4, 7. No alarms. Temperature, 7. C. Total axles, 500. Speed, 37.
The next spot I went to is the Princess Street crossing in Melbourne. Mile 41.06 on the battle sub. The overall scenery here is still the same like the last episode. This is a field going north to Zephyr. And this is a field going south to Pine Orchard. So yeah, the scenery is still the same like last time. So I caught 2 trains here, and these 2 were taken on Wednesday, October 16th. So the first train I caught here is CN Z114, coming out of Winnipeg and is heading to Brampton. This had a SD75I duo, and that being 5712 with a really weird setting K3 air horn. And trailing second is 5750, which has the CN logo covered on the cab doors. You can kinda see it on the right. And 114 has 107 rail cars. And if you're enjoying this video so far, then please make sure you give it a really big thumbs up. We got a lot more fall color to show you after these 2 trains. The next and final train that I caught here is CN A451. Coming out of the Macmillan Yard in Toronto and it's heading to the North Bay Yard in North Bay. It was set by 5607, which is a rare SD70I with a really also setting K3 air horn. And I actually saw this unit recently at Heritage Road in the last episode, reading on A435 solo. And trailing second is 5711, a SD75I. And that has 36 freight cars. next day, we did another fall colors drive to Perry Sound. Here's how it went. Oh, look at that, a GO train. By the way, this trip was taken on Thursday, October 17th. Once we got to Perry Sound, we went to the Isabel Street crossings. Mile 150.22 on the Barrow subdivision, and mile 23.65 on CP's Perry Sound subdivision. The overall scenery here is top-notch. Way more fall color compared to last year. I think we went a little bit too early last year, so that's why we are getting more fall color compared to last year. First, let me show you the Barrow sub tour. Facing north, we got a ton of fall color you can see here. A great shot for southbounds. And facing south, we got a lot more fall color you can see here. A great shot for southbounds going away. And of course, beside the tracks, we got a CN shack you can see here. So all in all, the Barrow sub is definitely a colorful place. Now let me show you CP side. The overall scenery on the Perry Sound sub is pretty decent as well. Facing north towards the signal, well, it's a decent shot, that's for sure. A great shot for northbound trains going away. And facing south towards the curve, well, it's a decent shot as well. The downside about this spot is that there's no sidewalk here. You might get backlit, trains could come out of nowhere, and there's no signals on the Barrow sub. But however though, there used to be a northbound signal including a siding. But unfortunately, that was removed. And speaking of replacements, since the last time I was here, they actually replaced the Western Car Hates E-Bell on the Perry Sound subdivision with another one. That's because the old one actually died. How do I know about this? Well, Biz Driven actually filmed this crossing without the E-Bell. That's how I know that the bell died. The same situation, just like the Princess Street crossing in Melbourne. And I think the bell died earlier this year, if I remember. But I could be wrong though. So all in all, the Isabel Street crossings is definitely a great place to film. But let me tell you a story now. I got to Isabel Street around 10:30. hoping to get some southbound action since there usually be some southbounds around this time. But sure enough, no trains have been by. Less than an hour later, a northbound CP maintenance truck came to the crossing on the tracks. Now the truck has stopped on the crossing because we were going to get off the tracks. This truck also has a knuckle. I guess it can pull some freight cars as well. "30 minutes later, a northbound CN highway truck came by on the barrel stop. Behind the highway truck is an on-track machine. This is my first time seeing one of these. "30 minutes later, I finally got a train here. And that's CN Q107. Going from Brampton to Winnipeg. It was set by 5761, but we also set in K3 Elkhorn. And trailing second is 2552. And that has 86 rail cars. I waited around after 107, but unfortunately nothing else showed up. Apparently, I missed all for southbounds. They came way too early before I showed up, which honestly really sucks. So because of that, I called it a day at Perry Sound. But after that, we took a drive to Huntsville, and here's what the fall scenery looks like on the way down there. After getting a car wash in Huntsville, we went to the old Huntsville train station, mile 146 on CN's portion of the Newmarket sub. The overall scenery here is pretty decent, but not compared to Perry Sound. The Ontario Northlander used to stop here. That's why there's a platform. If you take a look, here's the Ontario Northland signage. Unfortunately, when I went to Huntsville, I didn't see any moving trains. That's because 450 has left North Bay when I went, so it was too early for that. 450 will get into Huntsville by 6 that evening. But I did see CN L595's power idling in the yard. That's a local train working around the Huntsville spurs. The power is 4730, a GP38-2. I turned off the music so that way you can hear the locomotive idling. And down there is a snow spreader, which I actually saw earlier this year. The downside with this spot is that you might not get any moving trains, and freight cars could block your view. Hopefully for next time when I come here I can get CN A450 or L595 moving around. And on the station wall there's a painting you can see. So all in all, the Huntsville train station is a great place to check out when you're in the area. And here's the view when you're on the hill. Pretty, isn't it? Yep. After traveling south, we went to the concession road 8 crossing in Alderney. We came here because I got word about a northbound train heading our way. Visit at mile 75.89 on the Ballot subdivision. The overall scenery here is really not pretty, surprisingly. There's not a lot of fall color here. Facing south to Brecken, well, we got a little bit of fall color down the track you can see, but not a lot. And facing north, well, let's just say it's the same story. There's some trees, but not a lot of fall color with it. The good advantage about this spot is that it's really quiet. You can see the northbound and the southbound signals. This crossing only has crosswalks, so you won't hear any crossing bells in the background. And trains could go high speed through here. But the downside about this spot is that this is a dirt road, and there's not a lot of fall color here. Well, there is, but not by the tracks. So all in all, if you're looking for a fall color spot, then I highly recommend that you do not come here. This spot is really good in the summertime though. So the train I caught here is another CN A451. This time it was led by 3896, but we're also selling K5HL Horn. And trailing second is 3276. And that has 52 freight cars and 220 axles.
76.3.
CN detector, Alan 75. No alarms. Temperature 14. C. Total axle 220. Speed 4.
Well, everyone, that concludes the first part of episode 4 of Railfanning in the Fall, Season 4. I might have not got a lot of trains at Perry Sound, but at least I was able to get a lot of fall color action again. In the second part of episode 4, I'm going back to CP, this time on the McTier Salt. And it's another new spot. Will I have better luck from a trip to Perry Sound? Well, you have to wait and see. And knowing CP, I might get some extra trains. That way I can make a decent long video. I'm planning on going to the McTier Salt this Sunday. Then I can post the second part on Tuesday. So do me a big favor, stay tuned for updates. If you enjoyed the first part of episode 4, then you know what to do. Please make sure you give this video a really big thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos if you haven't already. That will really help me out a lot. And until the second part of episode 4 comes out, I will see you guys later. Peace out, folks, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And that will be it for me. Bye now. Hey everyone. I really hope you enjoyed the first part of episode 4 of Railfanning in the Fall, Season 4. If you enjoyed it, then please make sure you give this video a really big thumbs up, and subscribe for more videos if you haven't already. That will really help me out a lot. And until part 2 of episode 4 comes out, I will see you guys later. Peace out, folks, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And that will be it for me. Bye now, and now if you excuse me, I'm off to CP. See you in part 2, everyone.